I want to apologize for the last, the cover videos I did where the talking was real soft and then the music came in loud. This is a drum lesson for sevens, okay? 7, 8, okay? What happens with odd meters is, my first experience with odd meters was Rush. I mean, I'd never heard odd meter, well, except for like, I don't know, I'd heard Salisbury Hill, which is in 7, by the way, but that's almost like 7/4, but it's still 7. Well, whatever, it's 7. Whether there's a 4 fraction or an 8 fraction, or denominator. But it was Rush, like down, 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 blah, 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 okay? The thing is it seems like European odd meter people, like more English people from England, and like over across the pond, seem to have a better, more musical grasp of odd meters. I find that old Genesis, and like King Crimson and these more Britishy bands versus Rush, which are Canadian, and other sometimes American odd meter stuff. And this isn't a slam against Rush, but just the way I hear it. Rush almost sounds more mathematically versus sort of built-in melodically, okay? So like, it almost seems like in the non-British way that what people do is they just add a beat at the end, it seems like. So, okay, now with also too with Foo Fighters. So well, with British, or at least with, well, yeah, British or Genesis. See, I always loved Genesis. And I was really relieved to hear that somebody had said or we read that, you know, John Bonham used to play with Genesis records. Bonham did used to love to put on records and play along with them real loud. I used to do that as a kid. I just had a tape machine and crank it. All of us did, okay, or a lot of us did before the era of headphones. Well, Genesis, as it relates to sevens, sevens are almost like Genesis, or in the old days, almost like Genesis's 4/4 that other bands would have today. So much of their stuff was in sevens, or some sort of 7, like 7/6, like a 13. They just tag 6 on. But so 7. So again, I just did. God, what is that song? Ba 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 ba. Free Will, and then what I just hummed of Foo Fighters. Times Like These, maybe. All right, yeah. But with Genesis, think what I did. I did Back in N.Y.C. yesterday, a drum cover from 1974's Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. I wish I'd done a little better of a job, but for some reason I have a hard time hearing certain recordings. I just wish I did a better job. I'm glad everybody liked it, though. But there's a neat thing about, if you really want to get good with sevens, listen to Genesis. And Back in New York City is a great example, okay? You'll notice with, like, subdivisions, Rush. Okay, subdivisions is 7 or 14 or ba 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 ba, sevens, okay? But listen to that. That's a basic, real melodic way of understanding 7. So where the 1, the 3, and the 5 of 7 are accented. So like with Rush, like subdivisions, 3, 4. Ba 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 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5. Well, Back in New York City, ba da da da. Pardon my singing. Ba da ba da ba da dum boom boom ba da ba da dum boom boom ba 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 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. There it's the same subdivision-y, the song kind of thing, 1 3 5, in the sense it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. That's like a paradigm in odd meterville, which you're coming at it from like mathematically of like kind of being afraid of odd meters, or if you're like, okay, Because people are like that. If you're not used to it, having it sort of internalized, it seems funky. It's like a weird triplet or something. Like, wait, what? Seriously, we'll get into that later. But think about that. Like, I don't even think. When I learned to play this song, back in the day, I used to play along to this. 30 years ago, 1988. My friend Karen, God love her, made a cassette tape of me of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, 1974. I was always looking for it. Her brother had it, or her dad did. She's like, I'll make you a tape. Back in the days, they made tapes. So Karen, God love you, I still have it, baby. With the green, it was green ballpoint pen ink writing. And I used to love, like, cocoon and the cuckoo cocoon. Oh my, or carpet crawlers. Oh my God, I got to do that. But back in NYC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just remember then, just from a very rote way, the 5 being the snare, and 1 and 3 being the bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as a beginner, now this might be a little more advanced for beginning drummers. If you're having a problem with this, don't fret. It just takes a little getting used to. That's all it is. It's like watching a little kid, like your nephew, play a really good game on the computer, like a car, basketball, golf game or something. And you're like, little Johnny, that's kind of cute, buddy. And you grab the other controller and he kills you 1,000 times and you feel like, oh my God, what the hell's the matter with me? It's like that. You just haven't done it enough. It's just simple like that, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, the whole tune, Back in NYC, should be used as like a case study, and people, if they really want to get used to learning sevens, use Back in NYC. If you're a bass player, a keyboard player, a singer, just want to get your sevens rounded out, it's just real musical. Even the that's all in 7. Just force yourself to listen to Back in New York City again and again. Just relax. Don't go into it thinking it's sevens. Like, oh, sevens. Like, oh, I got to go to the dentist and get a root canal. It's not like that. Just like, I'm just going to listen to the song. That's why, you know, in Genesis is English. Peter Gabriel, Salisbury Hill. That's in frickin' 7, man. You'd never even really notice it, but it's such a pleasing, melodic, visceral. And Gabriel's like, He used to love playing a bass drum on stage, by the way. I don't know how Phil Collins ever felt about that. But there'd usually be some kind of a premiere, maybe a Heyman bass drum or something where Gabriel would get out there with his flute or whatever he'd be doing. He'd be like, God, old Genesis, man, it's so golden. Real fast, a quick aside. If you want to turn your head funny, on And Then There Were Three. That's a Genesis record, 1978. And Then There Were Three. It was a seminal record for Genesis because Follow You, Follow Me was on it, which you've heard before. Copeland. Collins playing such a beautiful feel beat under there. It's almost like, it's almost Caribbean-y. But on that same record, on side 1 or side 2, at least on the cassette, there's a song called Down and Out. Check out Down and Out. I remember when I was listening to it on cassette, when I first heard the main chunk of the song, the first 30, well, probably minute, because there's sort of there's an intro like on an organ. Ba, 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 da, 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 okay, think 5s in this tune, okay? I thought my tape machine was malfunctioning. I kept rewinding it. What the hell is Collins doing there? So that's a good one too, but really for 7s, think Back in NYC. There's numerous other songs in 7 that are helpful for it, but just for now, I'm just going to talk about it since I just did the cover. Back in New York City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how whole verse things, mood-wise, are constructed. You see that? The 4, okay? Huh. 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 I know that sounds ridiculous, but diehard musicologists will know what I just did there is actually legitimate and not, well, it might be funny to watch, but it's true. So Sevens, think Back in NYC. Please again subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have over 500 videos, tons of Led Zeppelin. It's still my specialty. But I just stumbled upon George Flutis again after all these years. He's like a Zeppelin Bonham Diamond, like, so we have Bonzology, B-O-N-Z-O-L-O-G-Y. Go check it out. George is going through and he's going to just start cranking out from memory of him doing all this old live Zeppelin stuff. He's just going to blast it out. We can talk about it later. It's a thing to watch. Look at how effing good that guy is on the drums and how good the drums sound. He's playing all that stuff. No, I mean, he takes some liberties here and there. How can you remember all that stuff after a jillion years? But he does 90% of all the legit stuff, and anything else, 10% he throws in, sounds just like Bonham and what Bonham did in another instance, probably on a different, the song remains the same, different ear, but George is bringing in as art, right? So, again, please subscribe. Thank you. More videos on the way.